right? And the fact that they have Purifies on Lunar and on Rosa, this is going to be a problem. Something that we were already hearing from Gideon is the fact that Youm's one way to the dragon can turn things around, can be that big play to set them or to get them into a spot where they're comfortable. But who are you going to kick? Tianzi's going to be very difficult to kick. You kick Pagu, I think they're fine with that. Sigiboom, same thing. Yes, you see immunity. And both the guys that you would want to kick have Purify.
Purify, wings by wings, ways to get away. I mean, overall, it's a comfortable position for Aurora Gaming. I also love how now that they're in this top 8 bracket, Rosa's getting these aggressive mid laners that can make a difference in a game. I feel like where they fall short sometimes is putting Rosa on something more passive. So I'm glad that Rosa's getting to really show off here.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that they're stealing this Pharsa away. Something we were talking about last night when we were talking about SRG versus Aurora. You just can't get Stormy or can't let Stormy take the Pharsa. Tianzi's actually significantly ahead here in XP. Really good pathing from Tianzi so far. Hey, it's the same. Assassin versus Marksman. Skies is becoming his boy.
I'm wondering if SRG expected Aurora Gaming to come into this game so aggressive, to come into both of these games so aggressive. A lot of time when you see the underdog team, they take it very patient in the laning phase, and they can let these stronger teams kind of run over them. But Turkey is doing the exact opposite right now. They are pressuring hard in the early game, and it almost feels like SRG didn't expect it. But the airstrike does come down. Brilliance is used just to get away, and that's what I mean, the aggression from Turkey.
Non-stop pressure on the favorites. Not only for this match, mind you, for this tournament. Or Selangor Red Giants looked so good in the Swiss stage, qualifying 3-0, beating the final boss, TLPH. And maybe it's on us, maybe it's on the viewers. We're the ones who looked at Aurora Gaming as the underdogs. Maybe for Aurora Gaming, that was never the case.
Oh, there's that big kick from Youms though. Pagu is able to get away quick enough using the flicker. Was that just a misclick? Was it too slow?
I think it was just on the brink of the Jeet Kune Do. Tough Boots was also already there for Pagu. The angle would have been kind of off anyway, so Youms decided, you know what, this is a bad angle. I'm going to step back. Let's take a look at the emblems though, real quick. We didn't get to see this earlier. It's actually the Vitality plus the Festival of Blood here for Sigiboom, guys.
On the top side, look at the puncture through. Thorn Rose does miss. Dude. Down comes the feathered airstrike. Pressure after pressure. Can they take the purple buff? Youms with the Jeet Kune Do through. Looking for the kick, looking for the stun up in the top side. But in comes Pagu, able to take out Stormy. Youms now on the run. Cram does find Rosa, but it's a trade for Youms. Rosa for 2. Was it a good trade?
Yes, great for Aurora, horrible for Selangor Red Giants. Orange buff went to Aurora Gaming as well, by the way. Great steal, great pickup. Skies, man, it's not just the assassin, it's everybody! He can't even go and walk in his own purple!
Oh, he dives in, Sigiboom! This man, this myth, but will he be able to get away? No, it's a misplay. Innocent finds the retaliation, but Aurora Tianzi takes the purple.
Now, is that worth it? I don't know, yo. I don't know if I'll give him the gold laner for a purple buff. But I guess it's worth it at the end of the day. Because if you look at it, the carries are Stormy and Skies. Those two. As long as those two don't get the farm they need, it's going to be okay. Graham on the Phobius. This is a problem too, by the way, right? Phobius is the type of hero that needs to snowball, that needs to win the early game, get turtles on his back, and, you know, really start popping off. Youms goes...
Slight missed kick, but right into Tianzi, gets the Thorn Rose on a Stormy to force him away. Turtle now down to about 60%. SRG want to try to make the play. Pagu's there, Tianzi there as well with the hand of execution. The damage comes in and Set Guys goes down. Rosa punches his clock, and now they're collapsing onto SRG.
Sigiboom in the back line as Vengeance popped in.
And look at Pagu able to find Cram, and now they don't want to give it up. Lunar forcing them back to base. Turtle over to the hands of Aurora Gaming along with the kill.
We were expecting... Oh, wait a minute, they go for more mid lane. Stormy can't handle it. Tianzi gets the kill. Now a turret to take as well as the orange buff. If game number 1, we saw glimpses of how the assassin could bully this Yusun Shin, this is a full boy game. Skies is forced to be a good boy to just take it everywhere because it's not just Tianzi, bro. It's the whole team who are constantly diving him. He can't get space at all.
Turrets, turtles, orange buffs,
everything.
Purple buffs. It's all going to Aurora Gaming right now, and Youms might just be the next target trying to find Rosa. But again, the kiting is just phenomenal. He gets away with the dragon, but it doesn't matter. Aurora Gaming won it all.
At least Skies gets a purple buff. So
That's one win.
there's something, but they lose a turret down below. TNZ still wants to bully him. This is looking like it's getting out of control for Selangor Red Giants. And what do they need to get back in control is the question now, because with such big artillery strikes from Rosa, with him being so far ahead, I don't know. Wait.
In a bad spot, but the airstrike comes down. I don't think there's an escape from this one. Rosa on the killing spree. Siggy Boom fearless, the whole team. They just say stopping.
They do have the artillery. We were talking about it, but I didn't expect under tier 2 against a Vengeance CC. They bursted him down like he was nothing. Siggy Boom used the flicker, so at least there's something that they had to use more to get that kill. But again, the lead is getting out of control, Trex. At this point, how do they feel? What are they going to trade for objectives with? Usually for Selangor Red Giants, you want to just team fight. But I don't think that's the right coup.
Gonna try to get the kick, but he misses once again. It takes too much time, and Pagu's already there. SRG, at this point, SRG needs to stop. They just need to hit the brakes a little bit, calm down, stop looking for the kicks. Another turtle into the hands of Aurora Gaming, and this time Aurora Gaming are clapping back.
Uh-oh, Mount of Shock already used down now. He gives it a back line, gets the kill, shuts down Rosa.
That's huge, but Lunar doesn't want to give it up just yet. Cram trying to keep him away into the backside. TNZ with the function through Thorn Rose, looking for a target as Cram continues to slam down, but now he's too deep into water as the kill goes into the hands of Siggy Boom.
Pagu gets into the bush, Innocent going in, and that's it for now. They're able to take the fights and back away. Like, at that point for Aurora Gaming, they want to go for more Mount of Shock already. It lands, but they have Pagu there to back him up, so
not secure the kill. Lunar might not want to give this up.
No.
Gonna try to cut wave, decides not to force it.
Yums.
Remember your job. A nice Thorn Rose to get away and not take full damage. Be able to escape, he's gonna puncture back through.
Oh.
TNZ looking for anything here, but now he's in a bad spot. Thorn Rose, Phantom Execution, safety.
Again, clean from TNZ. Yums, again, I guess this is why they banned out the Badang in favor of like just seeing the Cho on the other side, is because when you get to tough foods, when you are ahead in the early game, there's not really much lock. And for Aurora Gaming, it's all about pushing forward. It's all about being aggressive. It's all about being up in your face. And as long as there's no real lockdown, they can do this. Look,
every time they try to get onto Pagu, the flicker comes out and he's breaking their ankles right now, man.
He's pulling one for sure, man. He's breaking all the ankles for Selangor Red Giants.
Top side Aurora Gaming, trading towers for towers, but it's a tier 2 for a tier 3, so a big win on the side of Aurora. Lord gonna be marching down the boss side. We just broke the 10-11 minute mark here, 10.5 minute mark, and Aurora Gaming holding a 6,000 gold lead. I mean, last game it felt a little more back and forth. This time Aurora Gaming has been in control from start to finish.
Yeah. We saw a few of those team fights, a few of those moments where Selangor Red Giants could still take the risks, take the gambles, and actually win it out. But in this match, when they're getting outlaned in every single lane, when they're getting capped in every single position, it gets really tough for you to go for those big gambles, because you don't even have those sets that can turn games around. It's Yums on a Cho with Purifies on Aurora, with heroes that have untargetability on their abilities. And now also the Siege actually gets canceled.
Yeah, but the airstrike does come down. Big damage does land onto Yums there. Lord finally connecting. But the defense will hold strong and protect SRG from losing any inhibitors so far.
Yeah, they'll crack open all the tier 2s. They'll strip them down at the tier 2s here. Selangor Red Giants choke down and push to their own base. Skies, even more now, is going to struggle to take any camps, to find any gold. They're going to have to divide the gold, disperse it amongst each other whenever it comes through. And Aurora Gaming, I will say, they're doing a phenomenal job. This is something that we saw on the Swiss stage, them leading in the early game, but always falling short. Now, they understand how to really capitalize on the big advantage.
Good airstrike once again to help clear the waves and give space for Aurora Gaming to back through. Yums comes in, shifting clouds, gets a stun onto SRG as Innocent pushes Pagu away. Aurora Gaming finally backing off. They were looking for a moment, but SRG didn't fall for it.
Osa? Okay. It's all good. Could have been real bad there if Yums was around to follow it up. But again, even if Yums was there, Purify was still up for Rosa. There were still avenues for Aurora Gaming to just get out, waste some resources, and reset. Now they're going to freeze up the waves. They're really going to be putting Selangor Red Giants into a tough spot. Chastise Pauldron now. So the Eastern Shin was already behind, now is going to struggle even more in the team fights on top of farming. Yeah, they're zoning them away, dude.
Play on the innocent, a lot of damage. Pagu gets the kill. One by one, SRG are falling down.
It's not just guys anymore, man. Aurora Gaming Turkey, and they're making Selangor Red Giants their boys.
They're boys?
They're boys.
They're homies? They're little bros.
Oh, no! I hate to see it, Yums.
Did have to back off there, though. Sigboom uses a lot. SRG, I think, again, SRG just really pushing their limits, coming out maybe too far here. Look at the damage from Rosa.
I think we can ask the question already, Trex.
Is it a wrap?
How's game 3 gonna look? If this is game 2, if this is 1.5 games, the mental drop from Selangor Red Giants, how's game 3 gonna look? Are they gonna be able to fully reset? Coach Arcadia, Veki, and Winter, they're gonna have to step up here and like really help them reset.
I do want to say this. I don't want to go too quickly to game 3.
Not yet.
SRG, yes, Yums has had some bad plays with that kick so far, but he could still get something. Is it going to be enough? They do get the kill onto Pagu. That's big before the Lord comes. Only if Stormy gets away, though. Brilliance does come out. TNZ forced to use the Phantom Execution just to get away.
Great pickup. Great pickup. Signs of life now for Selangor Red Giants. Finally. And that's such a good lift for Yums, who's just failed constantly in this game to get the way the dragon. Now he finally gets one good play, one good pickoff in. That's the slow build of confidence. That's the slow build of possibly scaling back to being so bad. Rosa.
That air strike does come out. Look at the damage. Stormy finds the target, locks on, and another one goes down. Aurora Gaming this time on the wall. SRG, that's what they needed, a moment of grace.
Yes, sir. The slow build again. From one play, the domino effect to the next. They find Rosa lacking there, and they instantly punish. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll be able to really capitalize on the Sigboom and Rosa pickoff, but they need to find something back on the map. They need to get back control. They're able to get some farms. Skies is now level 15, so that's really, really good. The gold lead has been reduced down to just 4,000 now.
Genzi punctures through. Thorn Rose try to clear the waves. SRG unable to crack that tier 3, which is big for Aurora Gaming. Like you said, they can still gain control of this game again, but don't push too hard, because you can see those moments SRG will have to shine. Look at TNZ. Brilliance does come out in the backside. Lunar able to lock onto Yums. Pagu there as well with TNZ following up. Looking for a moment to strike, a moment to bite as Rosa repositions.
I don't know how the wave in the bottom lane is looking right now, but it does look more like an Aurora Gaming slow push. So for Selangor Red Giants, it's all about managing the wave down below. I think at this point, they might have to take fights. No, okay, we're still at the 15-minute mark. Not Evolve Lord just yet. I think Selangor Red Giants, they can do one more Lord where they defend. There's a threat of obviously a base turret getting taken there. Yums has the vision, knows Pagu is in that bush, but knows that there are a lot more players here to back him up. So we can't just be going for Pagu. Cram?
With an airstrike once again, a lot of damage lands onto Cram. TNZ tries to get away. Yums able to get the knockup, but doesn't convert to a big kick. SRG reclaiming position, but nobody goes down.
Really good attempt there for Selangor Red Giants. They need to be looking for more of those plays again, build the confidence slowly but surely. But unfortunately, like I said, it'll probably be a lore that is given to Aurora Gaming. Slow push down below. Selangor Red Giants are going to be split up. Unless Aurora Gaming make a mistake here, I really don't think SRG can push forward just yet. They might have to wait a bit longer.
I feel like Rosa needs to be up on the top side. Yums and Stormy. Sigboom at a bad spot. Rosa as well. G-Kondo doesn't come in. Tries to get away, but Stormy finds the kill again on Rosie. Pagu now brought down to 40% into the backside though. One trying to get him, unable to do it with the shifting clouds, but TNZ picks up set, guys.
Sigboom still able to survive right now. Pagu in the back just buying time.
Boom, slow, able to dash through. TNZ with a Phantom Execution. But look at the damage from Innocent once again. Lunar trying to get away.
And that's him. Innocent picking up the kill, going on the turret. TNZ and Sigboom get away. Pagu's pushing in mid. That base turret down below is looking juicy for the minions. Does it take it down? Only Yum sent down.
Oh, should be able to. Actually, I think Tower may just go down here. A couple more hits. No retribution on the side of SRG right now, but Aurora Gaming aren't going to try to take advantage of it.
They keep it alive. Aurora Gaming buy some time, or their minions rather, buy some time for them. a bit of capitalization now, a bit of conversion on the structural objectives. Yenzi?
Yenzi's so aggressive onto Innocent, coming through. Stormy locks on Rosa. Feather Airstrike comes down in response. Siggy Boom looking for targets. Aurora Gaming maybe just trying to open up the map.
They dealt with the wave in the bottom lane, but it was a temporary answer. They're still going to have to send someone down below to clear it up. Actually, never mind. It might actually build back now. I didn't really get to see the HP bar, but hold on. Yeah, that's why Sky is not handling it. It will be able to build back towards Aurora Gaming. So now, Aurora Gaming are the ones that have to send someone down, but Yums!
A lot of damage.
Wow, quick cancel.
Rosa is the target locked right now. If they can find Rosa, Rosa's good.
Yenzi.
Yenzi, Thorn Rose on a Stormy. Damage from all members all around.
Yums.
Now Chugger does come down. Yenzi able to get some nice damage on Innocent. Feathered Airstrike as well. The shifting clouds to bring him back. And Cram falls. Yenzi picks up the kill.
They're going to go on Innocent now. It's an all-in Yenzi. Thorn Rose!
Oh, Stormy low. Pagu able to find it. And now Lunar's advancing with the rest of Aurora Gaming. TNZ constantly looking for targets. A big falling Star Moon into the backside. Set guys just trying to get away.
And it's a win for Aurora Gaming. 2 members down of Selangor Red Giants. And look at the timer. This is a bad Lord to give. It's an Evolved Lord for Aurora Gaming. And it's free. They're going to have to fight this. It looks like they just want to gamble.
They're pushing for it. Yums looking for vision. Set guys, theirs as well. TN's very, very low. I think they maybe could have with how low 2 members are, but they don't have the information.
Exactly. No vision. Aurora Gaming played it perfectly. The way they bobbed and weaved through that team fight, the way they went back and forth. They even need to handle the wave down below because they know they still have the lead at that point. They have the items to swap. They have the advantage. All they need to do is execute, and that they did. Pagu, now with the winner crown, we do get to see a replay of how that happened, but keep your eyes on the live view because they are setting up in that bush up top. So going through this fight again, Cram really tries to get in, but it's Phobia's late game. You fall off real hard to deal with. It'll be a 2-way push coming down onto Selangor Red Giants base.
Inhibitor goes down. Airstrike falls as well. Cram with the demonic force into the backside, but Rosa falls. Set guy's able to get the kill. SRG looking for Stormy. Dan's able to find the kill.
Now it's still with the Evolved Lord. They have damage reduction. Innocent's going to be very low. They're still handling the waves right now. Can they fight the... They can.
That guy's actually responding back. Innocent with a lot of damage on Lunar.
Wow.
Aurora Gaming has to try to get away here. The re-engage of the shifting clouds in the back line.
Good call!
No, but TNC falls. Innocent, the beast, carries the team to glory at this point.
There's always a way for Selangor Red Giants. Whether it be Innocent, Stormy, or all 3 with Yums together as well. What a flank by Yums, creating a diversion so that Stormy can just jump in. He was full kamikaze there, man. He went in, he was like, I will die as long as Rosa falls with me. That's a win for my team.
So it's a 5-second counter on Rosa. TNZ at 24. SRG aren't going to be able to end anything exactly here, most likely, but still, we are at standstill territory. This game could go any way at this point.
Aurora Gaming, with the Evolved Lord damage reduction, I really thought like they would be able to power through it, but Selangor Red Giants played that so well. Innocent with the spacing, with the constant pokes, building up to them being so low. The space turret will not fall, at least not now. There's another wave to come in, but they won't use it. It's way too risky. Yenzi wants to fight. Yeah, I think that'll be it. Now it gets really troublesome for... Oh my god, they just want to keep on going. Rosa! Flicker out already. Lunar? No, they can't go for it.
They're going to like try to rush Lord here?
I don't think so. But what they have gotten is the position back. They push Selangor Red Giants away. And now Cram, when he jumps in, Trex, he's cooked. Does he have Winner Crown? That's the question right now. I want to take a look at the items real quick to see if he does. He doesn't have Winner Crown. He doesn't have Immortality. Those two items are not in his inventory. So when he jumps, he's going to get shredded, bro.
Luckily for Aurora Gaming as well, Long Lane is pushing. In the backside, Siggy Boom onto Cram, keeping him away from the team, but Innocent is always the problem.
Yep.
Innocent and Set guys have been jumping onto Rosa so much that Airstrike comes down, chips away, but still in the top side. Cram,
oh my god,
might get the outplay. Winter Crown comes in for Siggy Boom, Immortality pops.
Now Siggy Boom's dead. Selangor Red Giants, they fought through it and now they have a man advantage. The waves are still down below, but now it is a heck of a lot more equal. Wave versus man down. Who's gonna win? Selangor Red Giants already on the Lord. Yum's handling the mid wave. Stormy!
Airstrike, a lot of damage. Brilliance comes out. It's still not enough. Aurora Gaming mistiming the ults.
They can't go for the shred. They can't burst the Lord. The wave in the bottom lane is gonna crash into their base.
Yeah, will Aurora Gaming try to really take advantage of that? Mount Shocker does connect. Pagu able to just get through.
Oh my god.
Moves into the boss side. Rosa looking for a position once again, and watch for TNZ on the top.
That wave is big in the bottom lane. TNZ's there.
Whoa,
Rosa falls!
Lunar gonna take a kick to the face as well, but there's still minions coming down the boss side as TNZ and Sekai's go for the 1v1. Mono e mono. TNZ looking for the kill, and he's able to get it. He's on the run now. Immortality pops.
Does he buy the second item? He buys it with a crown. Can he do it? No, he cannot. He takes the rose gold in the end, but it was not enough. It was not quick enough. The waves handled right on time, but what TNZ did is he bought more than just those items. He bought time. He possibly saved this game from being a full turnaround. An Evolved Lord in the mid lane. SRG want to look for the end now, but I really... Oh, Siggy Boom!
Boom with a shifting clouds, goes too deep, takes himself down about 10%, but now Cram is deep as well. Lunar gonna be the next target. The next one in the chopping block, the nines are out as SRG slices through. Innocent takes the tower along with members of Aurora Gaming, just trying to defend.
With a ground down, Siggy Boom goes out. Now it's just Pagu.
Rosa though, back on the field for that airstrike. Quickly got, and Innocent with a double kill. SRG, even the playing field.
It's a wipeout at the end of the day. If you beat Selangor Red Giants early, you have to close it out early. Because if SRG stay alive, if there's just even a breath